Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Jeff. We're here back over on some more Black Ops 6 Zombies. And as you can see, there's something a little different about it this time around. Yesterday, the update ended up coming out for Season 1. In that update, they ended up adding the guided mode in here for zombies. These will walk you through all of the steps that you need to do in order to do all of the Easter eggs. It is a step-by-step mode that tells you how to do the Easter eggs. Obviously, this mode is designed for people that, you know, aren't going to be, like, watching videos or anything like that. Given, I mean, everybody, I'm going to assume 99.999% of players absolutely were already playing guided mode. They were just watching a guide on YouTube instead. But guided mode is here. It turns out that guided mode is actually kind of amazing for camo grinding. Now, note, at the time that I'm making this video, it works. It's on launch day. Well, it's actually 4 a.m., so it's technically the next day. So, as you can see in the top right, we have a round cap. It says round cap 11, and we're currently on round 11. I have one zombie just left alive for me, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about, you know, what I did or whatever. I highly recommend you guys go and watch Lego Unlock's video over on his channel. This mode is so insane and complete, no brain activity required whatsoever. One of the biggest drawbacks to the current camo grind is that it's a little challenging when you get to the higher levels, especially around like round 30 or so, when the damage for all of the weapons ends up falling off. It gets a little hectic, and while I was finishing around 3 or so opal camos at the moment, which requires me to get 30 special kills, basically manglers, those are the only ones that count as special on this map anyway. This has virtually no danger involved, so you end up spawning in here in this area, just like you see in the top right. It gives you a round cap right off the start, and the only way you can progress the round cap is if you do the steps that they're telling you to do, like investigate the noise from the motel. I don't want to do that because I want my round cap to stay at 11 at the moment that I'm doing it. So basically, I stayed in here until I hit the round cap. I opened up all of this stuff over here, made it all the way up here to the church, which will be marked, so you'll know exactly where it is anyway. Then you go inside and then interact with this, and then you'll be exactly where I am, where it says investigate the noise from the motel. At this point, your round cap will be round cap 11, and once you're done with that, you're pretty much done. Now, all you have to do is go over here onto this roof. Now, I'm gonna wait for that last guy to show up over here so we can start the new round. Here we go. We'll kill that guy. So, now that it's at round 11, it will never go to round 12. Now, the thing is, every single time a new round starts, you don't get a notification. I'd say it's around 15 or 20 seconds or so. The new round will start, and it will just keep repeating itself. I will get a mangler spawn, see, right here, each and every single time, and because it's round 11, they're incredibly weak. So we get the mangler spawn, and then we get around 31-ish zombies that spawn in a wave. I also don't recommend opening up this side, otherwise they start climbing up through here, but it doesn't really matter. Also, the really nice thing is that the Wonder Fizz is there automatically, so you have every single thing at your disposal as soon as the game starts. One of the things that makes Opal a little bit time consuming is that you have to get to around 30 before all the manglers really start spawning. By that point, you need to be fully upgraded and all that stuff. I don't even have my stuff fully upgraded. I'm purple. I don't need to go to PAP 3. I'm melting everything anyway. So this is around 30 zombies right here, and you can mow them down regularly however you want to do it. But me, I'm looking for as little brain activity as possible. So what I do is I walk over here, and I funnel them right through this, and I just shoot right here. Now, you will take some damage or whatever, but these guys will drop enough plates immediately and won't do enough damage to you when you got Jug and the 3 plate. I could just plate myself up and then walk over, and they give me more plates, and I'm just completely replenished. I barely had to move. I just had to sit here and shoot, and then I just wait all over again for another mangler to spawn. Mangler dead again. No difficulty at all. He's not even able to fight back. And then again, I round up the 30 zombies, go into my corner over there, and that's it. So if you want more detail about that, you can go to Lego Unlock's thing. He has a whole video on how to unlock all the way up to Nebula in one game. Now, given it's going to be a very, very long game, if you're trying to unlock the entirety of Nebula, of course. But if we're going for, you know, 0 brain activity and still the same efficiency, I would say overall. I haven't timed it, but having no stress whatsoever, not worrying about dying or anything like that, not stressing about running for my life, getting shot by like 20 manglers, and worrying about weakening them enough. You don't have to worry about anything in this. You also get Gobblegum awards. I don't think every single time. I think every like few rounds or whatever. I don't know if it's entirely random, but now I wait again. Another mangler. I do this 30 times, and I'm able to get Opal. Now, I am a few camos off of, I think it's, what, 4 or 5? I'm like 4 or 5 Opals off of doing Afterlife, and Afterlife can be done right here as well, because all you need to do is get like 10 kills or 15 kills without getting hit. These guys are all still really slow. And if I just, you know, try at least a little bit to not get hit, I can round all these guys up and then farm them without getting hit whatsoever. They all melt in front of me. I don't even work. I get progress towards that as well. You can literally do the entire grind just like this. Now, overall, it may be a little bit faster, you know, doing it the regular way. But again, you have to make it all the way up to like round 30 before it actually gets efficient. And then it stops being efficient. This is forever. You're not worried about anything whatsoever. Farm your one free mangler, round up the 30 zombies, kill them in whatever way you need to, get at least purple rarity along with PAP 2, which will be very, very easy because you're not spending money on any. I have over 100k essence right now. If you want to go and do the whole Nebula thing, again, you can just go watch Lego's video, but basically just advance the story a little bit further to the point to where you have to do the part where it summons one of those elites over there at these like storm things, and whatever thing that spawns there, Abomination or the super mangler, they both count as elites. And again, you will do the same thing right there as well. You kill whatever special mob spawns, which again is still very easy to kill. Clear the 30 or 40 zombies at that point because the round cap would be like 15 or so at that point. Another mangler dead. It's completely brainless. I'm barely even like paying attention as I'm making this video. So if you're somebody that was intimidated by the zombies and all that shit, I highly, highly, highly recommend you go and just do this. It might be boring. This grind in general, no matter how efficient you try to make it, does take a long time. There's no real shortcuts around the 2,000 headshots. I'd say 80% of this grind is getting those 2,000 headshots, 10% getting the opals, and then 5% for the other, you know, Nebula and Afterlife. Once I get to that, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do every single one of the Afterlives in one day, less than one day, one session. And the great thing as well is whenever you finish a weapon, again, the zombies aren't dangerous, so I can just go right over to this box over here, wherever the box is gonna spawn, and I just straight up get any and every single weapon. Now, it might be a little difficult, I guess, overall to get a specific weapon because I do have to roll like a specific like 4 weapons or so. But again, if I leave one of these weak ass zombies alive, I can open the box and just roll it until I finally get it. Odds have it, I'm definitely not gonna spend over 100,000 trying to get this specific weapon. And even then, I could just back out ultimately and start over and take 3 minutes to get back to the point that I'm at right now. In comparison to like the 30 plus minutes that it takes you to get to round 30. All of this counts towards your challenges and everything. It is a possibility that they'll end up fixing this, so I'm gonna use this while I can. I've spent plenty of time here. I have more time played on this than I do in multiplayer. I'm done for now. I'm good. Another mangler. So yeah, I basically have to do 30 rounds of round 11, and I have all of my manglers. Then I move on to the next one. Over and over and over again. Tedious? Yes. Boring? Yes. But relaxing? Absolutely. Dude, no joke on the other monitor. I have manga up. I'm reading the Hunter x Hunter chapters, the more recent ones. First of all, I'm Team Crollo, but I got a bad feeling. Not gonna have any spoilers, but he already had one squabble with a certain somebody, and it went well. I have a feeling that the second time, it's probably not gonna go as well. Story structure-wise, I think that's where it's gonna end for him, but I hope not. Crollo is so fucking cool, man. He's tall, skinny, dark hair, mysterious guys. Like, I got a crush on him. That's what it is. It is what it is. Dude has one of the most striking designs I've ever seen on a character in anime. I'm kind of glazing, but every single fit, immaculate. The forehead tattoo and shit. Oh, come on. You don't even have to go in there realistically. You could just round them up and then just spray at them and they all die. It really doesn't matter. I'm gonna use this while I can, for sure. So I gotta get to that Warzone grind, which I'm hearing that is, it's pretty, oh, there it is. Opal. All right, now we gotta go and get a new weapon. So I'm gonna kill all these zombies except one, and then we'll go and roll the box until I get a weapon that I haven't completed. I've done everything on the walls for Opal. Those were the first ones that I did. But like I was talking about with the Warzone camos, the challenges themselves don't seem that bad. I'm seeing 100 kills in total for every single weapon. So for 33 weapons, there are currently 35 now with the 2 new weapons added, but you still only need to get 33, don't worry about it. So you can technically switch out some problem weapons. Maybe some people won't do the melees and they'll swap it out for the Krig and the SOG. Maybe they won't do the launcher. That's all up to you. Me personally, I'm gonna end up doing all of them anyway, so it doesn't really, you know, make a difference. I'm gonna do every single weapon regardless. I've straight up been watching people go and do the challenges on stream. Like, there will be a challenge, for example, there's 100 kills. That's pretty simple, straightforward. It seems to be counting and tracking completely fine. So there's the regular eliminations. There's 3 kills without dying, 5 kills without dying. There's get kills shortly after sprinting, get kills shortly after sliding, and I have watched people people actively get these challenges, sliding and everything, doing it perfectly like the challenge says, and it is simply not tracking. Now, this is kind of a first with these camo challenges. There are a couple outliers, but generally we did not have any tracking issues for all of these camos, you know, leading up to this point. But the Warzone challenges are definitely a little weird. They're not tracking properly. They are tracking, but it doesn't seem to be counting every single one of them. So if you have to get like 5 or 10 kills after sliding or whatever, you'll work your ass off for it, going and looking like a dumbass, sliding in front of people, losing fights potentially because you're trying to specifically do the slide kills and shit. You might come out of that game feeling like you did a whole lot, but in truth, oh yeah, I got like 10 of them, I gotta be close. And then you go and look at it and it actually only counted like 2 or 3 of them. It's pretty brutal, not gonna lie. So I'm afraid of that. I am hoping that maybe they'll look into that and fix it or something by the time I get there and do it. Please? Compact? I think I do need to do the compact. Okay, yeah, I'll do that. And now another thing. Very, very simple right here. I can just run over here and immediately upgrade my stuff with the insane supply of revenue that I have. We boom, we can do that. We go and do the cryo freeze ammo mod so it doesn't steal kills from you. It doesn't really matter overall though, to be honest. You end up melting them so fast that it's probably not even gonna proc anyway. I'm gonna hit that anyway. Boom. Didn't need to do it 3 times, but we got the money to do it, so there it is. And now we kill that zombie and we'll make our way back over here and we will repeat. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support on all the videos. It's honestly, it's been really fun. I am in the mood to be done with this whole zombies thing. I've absolutely spent enough time doing this. It took me around like 8 days or something like that to get dark matter. This one, it's taking me like 10 plus days or so, which I kind of expected, so. Come here, buddy. And he's dead again.